I'm very happy to have this TV show together with Sotiris, Karagiozidis and with Tamas Banki. My name is Urs Hauenstein. I'm the president of the International Council for Leadership, Governance and Entrepreneurship and Management. And in my role as a Goodwill Ambassador, I will work as a moderator in this TV show. So first of all, Tamas Banki, please present a little bit what you are doing on your job, and very practically, please.
I'm a LinkedIn trainer, I'm expert, consultant, and I mainly help people, companies to present themselves better on LinkedIn. This is the very short way how I work.
And where are you from?
I'm from Hungary. I'm from Budapest.
Beautiful city.
Yes, but I love this one. I mean, this is so eclectic compared to where I'm coming from. I just, it's such an inspiring town and city. I really like to be here.
Okay. And we are hearing, we have a Hungarian here. On the other hand, we have a Greek on the side.
Okay.
So, Sotiris, Karagiozidis, please present yourself and your role in your professional work, please.
Okay.
I know that you have many other roles, therefore I ask for the professional role.
First of all, thank you very much for the invitation, Urs, and I'm glad to meet you also, Tamas. And yes, I'm the country manager of an international executive search company, Kilpatrick. Even though the name is Irish, the company is Italian. We have offices in 15 countries around the world, and I'm having the responsibility of Romania, Greece, and generally Southeastern Europe. I'm in Romania for 15 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, 33% of my life, let's say, is in Romania, which I love as well. And I think that it is, especially in our area, is the place to be. Business is doing well, people are okay, and I think Romania is having a bright future.
And when I'm saying you're coming from Greece, where from?
I'm coming from Athens, and I'm not like the Greeks that you have to be afraid of them because they bring presents. No, I'm an innocent one.
All right, okay. So that's very interesting. Two people. So when we are first, before we are starting, speaking about your origin, we want to speak why you are interested to work in Romania. What is a Hungarian from Budapest, world city, cultural city and center? What is the interest in Bucharest or in Romania?
Well, I'm a quite old Hungarian. I don't have relatives in Transylvania, but I have Romanian relatives who don't speak Hungarian. This is one very little thing, but this brings me to Romania more, I think. And politically, I have to tell you that I'm sorry, but I don't know much about the Romanian politics, but the Hungarian is, I cannot use any nice words for it.
We are live, so don't use them.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to say anything about them. But there's one thing in Romania I really like. It's DNA. It's a great job. This is what really helped Sweden. Sweden was not as good as it is now, but there was a new law and they were pushing through things, and now what we think of Sweden is an open, democratic country with a very nice market. We in Hungary are going backward. Romania is going forward. What I see that I'm not that young, not that old, but in 1989, from 1989 till like I don't know 10 years, we thought that Romania is not getting anywhere. Now, as you see, I'm here and I see that this is the market. This is where I can work, because here people are thinking in market. In Hungary, we don't think in market anymore, unfortunately.
You made a joke about Greeks, but we all know that nowadays we are making jokes, but we all know that the historical base and that what we learned from Greece is much. So can you say something why you are interested in the Romanian market, or which chance you have brought to Romania?
Yeah, okay, I came in Romania by accident. First of all, answering to your question, it's good to have a very good past, but you cannot live on the past. You have to live in the future. So if people are not taking care of their future and the future generation, then having a great past says nothing. I came in 2001 by accident with a consulting company that I used to work in Greece, that they wanted to settle up an office, and I came to stay 6 months, and I stayed 15 years. And still now I have relatives, I have baptized children, I have pledged my future with Romania, of course not forgetting that I love my country, I have my family there. But Romania from 2001...
And you have your team there.
Yeah, and yeah. And as I was saying, I mean, Romania has made a lot of steps ahead. Of course, having their own problems, but they don't leave their own problems affect business. So it's a very friendly to big country.
Okay. I think these are good bases. And so let us go in to other questions. And I want to start with Tamas, speaking about LinkedIn. And so my first field of interest is, when have you joined LinkedIn? You personally?
It started in 2007. A previous boss of mine.
9 years, so long now.
Yeah. A boss of mine invited, and I had no idea what can I do with it. And for many years I didn't do anything with it. From 2008, 2010 I used it as a content sharing platform. Just as I used Twitter, and that time Facebook was not big yet. And then after 2010, when the Hungarian building industry collapsed and I was working for a building industry magazine, I had to find my way. And as Münchhausen, Baron Münchhausen, took his head, I had to pull myself out of that why I was deep in. And this is how I got a friend of mine asking me, could you tell me something about LinkedIn? And I could. So this is how it started. Okay.
So my next question is clear. Why are you a LinkedIn trainer or expert or consultant? Maybe these are the next words.
The reason why is that I always wanted to work in my whole life in a way that I help people and they pay me. So to give a service which is helping them getting ahead. And this way I'm just there. I do what I love, and people are just taking it, and I can help with them. Even if they don't pay me, I mean, I'm happily giving, but my wife and my children need to eat as well.
I saw on your Facebook profile Dr. LinkedIn. What is that?
Dr. LinkedIn is a brand. It's a great lock, and well, I was going to whois.com. It's a website where you can buy domain names, and I know there is a Mr. LinkedIn. He's a British guy. He's brilliant, Mark Williams. And there is a LinkedIn Diva. There is a LinkedIn Rockstar. All these guys having their own domain names, and I said, well, why not check Dr. LinkedIn? It speaks for itself. And it was empty and available, so I bought it. But for another half a year in Hungary, I was using a different domain name, which is very tricky. And then I realized I could use this Dr. LinkedIn in Hungarian as well. It means the same as in every other languages. So it's a brand.
And with this brand, how can you help Romanian entrepreneurs? This is our target group.
It's a self-brand building tool. or actually it's a brand building tool. Whatever brands you have, you can build here. It's a content marketing tool, it's a sales tool, it's a marketing tool. If you are a non-profit and you are looking for a board member, you can find it here. If you are a university and would like to have more people studying at your university, you can advertise it here. If you are an alumni, you can get in a group of people and talk together. So this is a brilliant platform for every industry, as I see.
Okay. So the same way we are speaking about networking, Sotiris, I go over to you because you gave me the next step of networking, and networking means, is networking something that can be learned or only born with? So that's a main question to you, and gives you your competency area and your field of expertise in mind.
Like anything that has to do with communication, because networking is about communicating, either if it is in an environment on the internet or through technology or face-to-face, there is a lot of debate on anything that has communication, if this is learned or this is coming from within, in sales, in PR, in networking as well. So my answer to this question is that you can have talent to a lot of things, but if you don't work your talent, then you will not be successful. And there are people that are not so much talented, and they work a lot to get better and better, and they have better results. So definitely networking is something that it can be learned. It can be very well organized and can have very good success if you are focused to what you want.
You would say it can be learned, it can be also trained. So because networking, that's what you're doing as well with these skills using LinkedIn.
Yes, but yes, you can learn a lot, but if you don't have the attitude, it's going to be a little bit like I don't know. We have a saying, sweat smelling, that you want to do it, and if you want to do it, most probably it's going to work somehow. But there is the somehow part. Many people can learn, but you are as you are. You go out to the stage and you act naturally.
Sotiris, is there a way to organize it?
Of course, it is a way to organize it. First of all, you have to put your targets according to what is your job and what network you want to have. Let's take an example. Let's say that I want to have my network on selling my business, which is executive search. So then I will have to have, first of all, my own way on presenting myself. If it is face-to-face, if it is on the internet, I have to have a very nice presentation and everything. And then you have to organize yourself, focusing where you have to aim. Let's say, I will give it to you the question with an example. Let's say, am I a hunter? Yes, I am. Because I can go right now and start shooting, bam, 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 in the air. So practically, I hide, I shoot, I hunt. But what it will drop? An airplane will drop, nothing will drop, means that I didn't aim anything. So networking is the same. Where do I have to focus? Which are the groups that I have to address? How I will have to do it? I'm in this event, how many people do I have to know? Which are the participants? Is it somebody relevant to my business? Is not. So it has to have a prioritization and a program. And the program means that you have to stick with the program. And of course, if you are a beginner, you have even to practice how you introduce yourself to others, which we call it, actually in networking, it's called it the elevator speech or the elevator pitch, like they say.
So when you are seeing and recommending the start steps of organizing, you also have in mind as a professional manager the steps of exits. What are there? Can you say me something about possible exits?
Exits of what?
Exit of coming out of a position of coming out of a network.
Okay, depends on the network. I mean, there are some exits that they are easy, there are some exits that they are not easy. More difficult, I think, is to enter into a network rather than to get out of a network. Especially when we are speaking about the internet, and you know better, it's easier sometimes to get out of where you are rather than be accepted, especially if it is closed one. But for networking is absolutely important also who refers you to a network and how you enter. Otherwise it's become what we call cold calling, and cold calling is having all the time the risk that it can be simply rejected. Also to this question, a relevant answer is the following. There are a lot of people that they are saying, you know, I'm a junior. How I can meet somebody very senior? And you have to find the network of the network that will lead you to your target.
I think this is one of my final aims I have noted on your behalf. You're speaking about the possibility for juniors coming to seniors, getting informed, getting trained, getting communicated. And one of the major areas in management is nowadays effectiveness and effective networking as well. So can you say us some types of events, places, situations for effective networking?
Let's start from for the most unconventional ones. Traveling with the airplane. You never know with whom you are. I have done business with people that I met in the airplane. Simply like this. It's just that you have to have in mind that when I'm speaking about business networking, you have to have the business attitude in all of your life. So when I leave from here, I cannot get dressed like Mickey Mouse and go to travel, because if I meet somebody that I want to meet and he's also an entrepreneur, I will not be serious meeting him. That doesn't mean that I will be like this. So attitude that you said is one. Other, this is a very great networking event. Other events are more focused events, for example, general assemblies, or let's say events that they have to do focused on, I don't know, technology, on agriculture, on something, so with a thematic, let's say. Then we are speaking about networking in events that they are happening even at, how can we say, inside the internet, and they are live, but still you can interact with chatting and everything. So there are plenty, it's just that you have to prioritize them. If you don't prioritize them, you will go shooting, as we said, without aiming anything.
So we can say to our people, be open, open-minded.
And sorry to
find
interrupt,
that.
you said something about the juniors that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Don't forget something, that let's say 80 or 90% of the people that we think that we cannot reach, they were juniors in a point of time. So probably they have faced the same things.
Okay.
So where they were, we are, and where we are, they will be.
I think this is just the final word in our interview and in our TV session now here. I think it's on both sides final. So many thanks, Tamas, Banki. Many thanks, Sotiris, Karagiozidis.
It was so fast and nice. I mean, time flies.
Yeah,
it
is. And if the content is important, and it was important, it is important, and it will be important for our future, time is flying very quick. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.